Yo, boys, what's up? How's everyone doing today? What's going on, boys? Okay, boys, we got a treat for you here today. So today we are actually going to be starting off listening to a viewer of the channel, Cliff, and his band Doomsday Manifesto. He's been so kind and gracious enough to donate and send in his own album for us to listen to. So he even gave us a little bit of information for every song, and I'll be reading that before we go. Hey, what's up, Cliff? Hey, yeah, what's up, boys? What's up? Yeah, we'll be starting this here right away, guys. Let everyone pile in. Okay, so we're gonna be starting off. We got Doomsday Manifesto. We're listening to their album, brand new album sent in by our boy Cliff, fan of the channel, fan of his music. Necro Crisis is the name of the album. So I've actually edited 2 music videos for these guys too. Really nice guys. So remember to go to his channel, Doomsday Manifesto, and actually we'll probably watch the music videos for any of these that have the music videos. Like Doomsday Manifesto. There you go. So make sure you go Slam Worldwide. Oh, what's up,
Julius
Julius?
Maybury FC.
All right, I'll add that. Let me just yes. Hey, thank you, Julius. By the way, man, I really appreciate that. Okay, boys. Well, let's get this. Let's stop lollygagging and let's get into the tunes here. So we're gonna be starting off here, and let's read what our boy Cliff had to say about Necro Crisis Requiem. All right, okay. So song 1, Necro Crisis Requiem, is an instrumental written originally on piano when I was in college for music theory and composition. Oh, really? So yeah, a lot of these songs are quite old. Then, hey, Cliff. It's both an intro to the album and a reimagining of the chorus to the title track Necro Crisis. Very cool. Okay, well let's check this out here, boys. All right, first track. Necro Crisis. Got a nice cherry limeade rain today in addition to the Diet Coke. Let's get on it, boys. Let's go. How is the volume, by the way? Let me know how good the volume is. All right, okay, yeah. So obviously that leads into the next track. I don't know. I don't really rate like intros and stuff like that. So I'm not going to give that a rating. I'll give the actual songs a rating. But I got to say, sets off the mood very nicely. The title or the album here, Necro Crisis, is like a concept album about, a necro crisis. We'll find out more as the story goes. But I think that sets the tone very well. Very dark. I like those clock tower hits I were to be or something like that. Like dun dun. Julie says, I'm about to go to the mall with my partner. Gonna make them buy me a candle. What kind of candle? Chris says, the 12 bells represent them being at midnight on the Doomsday clock. Oh, very cool. Yeah, so that famous Doomsday clock. I don't know who decides when stuff's getting closer to midnight, but they can just say that and post it in news articles anywhere. But yeah, interesting stuff. So let's move on here, guys. So we now got Happy Never After Part 1. But I believe there's a music video for that, which was edited by your boy. So what I'll do is I will bring that up, and I will also bring up the lyrics for that, which I got right here. We don't need to see this. There we go. How about that? And this is what our boy Cliff had to say about the song. Song 2, originally a metalcore song I wrote with a previous project called In the Orange from Central Florida in my late teens. The bridge section leading up to the solo is inspired by the original 90s X-Men cartoon series, which is less apparent with the melodic death makeover it took on for this band. Well, I never saw that X-Men series, so I can't comment on any of that, but yeah. So your boy actually edited the music video you're about to see, so I have listened to the song quite a few times, but it's been quite a while. Like, I don't know how long, maybe 4 or 5 months. How long does it go? 4 months? Yeah, so 4 months since I've heard this. So let's go, boys. Happy Never After Part 1. Here are the lyrics on the side above my head here too, boys. I also appreciate that, Buddha. Yeah, I like when bands have like their, sorry, it's every time I move it moves it, the lyrics. I like when bands have the intros and like long outros not attached to the track, so you can choose to skip them. Love it. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Sort of like with Winter Sun and the Time albums, right? Lots of times you can like just skip the intros and go right into the meat of the song, which I love. So thank you. Okay, let's keep going. Yo, what's up, Neil? What's up? It's been a while since I've heard this song. This riff pretty sick. I gotta admit, the vocalist, I believe his name's Zach. He's a very, very snarling, high-pitched voice too, which I really quite like. It's very like it's very, very like raspy, almost kind of like a little bit Swedish sounding in a way. I always really like that. Also, I really quite like the guitar tone here. It's very girthy. I guess it'd be like the best way to like describe the guitar tone here. Not even 10 minutes in, and Winter Sun already mentioned. True. Did I miss the death glaze already? No, you're the first person to mention death here today, buddy. Reminder, lyrics just over here, boys. You know, it's funny, Cliff, now that you mentioned that this was like originally written to be a metalcore song, I could definitely kind of hear that now. Definitely has, yeah, some like a little bit of metalcore bounce to it. Yeah, 100%. Yo, what's up, Phil? What's up? Also, you'll see a little bit later on, the singer Zach got a new haircut. It looks very, very sharp here. Or not here. In the new video, he looks very, very sharp. This one, I always just kind of laughed. There's a few clips I think I can see him looking down to the lyric sheet. But that's just me roasting him. You know, I gotta roast the fellow vocalist. You know what I mean? Digital Mirage? Okay, you got it. You know. That riff, this chorus riff is sick. Nice solo. By the way, that was a great solo. I really like, I know I'm like spoiling the song here, but I really like this sort of like reprised bridge or longer bridge here right after the solo. I feel like it's a real good break in the song. The song's very kind of dense, and I like how we get a nice little break here. Nice solo too, by the way. Very, very tasteful. A little bit of like a doomy section here in the middle of like a more melodic death metal song. Pretty cool. Damn, yeah, banger track, honestly.
Good
happy
dog.
dog.
Good doggy. Yeah, happy dog. Yeah.
Happy dog. All right, so yeah, let's talk about that. So that was Happy Never After Part 1. So that'd be the first real song on the album here, which, by the way, this is like the first debut of this album here. So we gotta really thank our boy. Yo, Substitute Metalhead. Hey, thank you, bro.
Substitute
Anarchy
Metalhead
Burger.
sent.
Oh, yeah, so I don't know if it's because I've heard that song like so many times when I was editing the music video, but I quite like that track. It's pretty good. I really like the chorus riff. I like the more doomy section in the middle, and the way it's very, very, I don't know, like this whole album just has a very like girthy feel to the guitar tone. I don't know if it's because it's like I assume it's played on a 7-string, like right, Cliff? I think you're playing a Jackson Warrior 7. But yeah, it has a very, very girthy feel. I like the chorus structure, nice song structure in this one. Doesn't linger too long in any parts. Nice little bit of like melodic death metal in the chorus is contrasted with like the more doomy bridge. Nice solo. And then also a, you know, really, really quite nice, nice groove in some of the bridges there. Yeah, Pretty good track, honestly. Pretty good track. So for this one, I think I'm going to give Happy Never After. Honestly, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe like a change in drums maybe in like the last chorus would have been cool, but I know it's sort of really going for that intense stuff. Yeah. Really good track. What are you guys thinking here, boys? What are you thinking? All right, it's first time between Shrieking and the Chris Barnes E. That fine line between that. Yeah, true. The Doom Down. I decided to save on gas and go see Danko Jones. Danko Jones. 7 strings tuned to A standard based. Okay, let's move on. So now I got Happy Never After Part 2. I believe there's also a music video for this one, but let's read what our boy Cliff has to say about this song. Okay. Song 3 is part 2.
I'm
As the
gonna
title
get
says.
off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Oh, finish Uncle Sam. Welcome
Uncle Sam
to the
became a member
the
of
based
the
ones.
based one.
Thank you for cranking my knob and becoming a member of the stream, bro. Really appreciate it. Okay, so song 3 is part 2. So this is Happy Never After part 2. It abandons the inverted Persian it abandons the inverted Persian/Hungarian scale verses of the first part for much more groove metal inspired structure. This approach was inspired by hearing my second cousin Corey's Pantera worship band, Serrated, from California back in the early 2000s. Okay, cool. I believe you guys have a music video for this one too. By the way, everybody go like his channel. Go there. So yeah, so here's Happy Never After part 2 here. So I'll bring this up and let me get all my ducks back in a row. Pull up the lyrics. All right, I did not edit this music video, by the way, and I think Cliff is doing a really great job at just having a ton of music videos, right? When I am looking at a new band that I never heard before, or I might not click on your music video, but I'm definitely not going to click on like just like a still image of your album cover, right? So the more music videos you can have, the better, in my opinion. The knob needs to be cranked. How many weeks have you said you wanted to change that Hulk Hogan notification since he died, which is, I don't know how long, like 2 months ago, but every time I get off stream, I just totally forget about it. All right, let's go. Happy Never After part 2, boys. Let's get it going. So yeah, I haven't heard this one before, although I did see you put up the music video a while ago, but I purposely didn't listen to it. But interestingly, like the first 5 minutes, I could hear the continuation between the two Happy Never After. It's very cool there. Oh wait, no wait. Hold on, I have heard this song. He donated this like a really long time ago, I'm pretty sure. Like maybe almost a year ago. Maybe not a year ago, but a long time ago. Okay. Yeah, the video does kind of look AI made, but I know he paid some guy to do this, so maybe the guy just used AI or something like that, but or maybe he didn't. I don't know. All right, let's keep going. I kind of really like, I don't know if you guys heard that. It kind of has these like fly buzzing sound effects added to the music. Interesting. Never really heard that before, and it kind of works. It kind of adds like a little bit of like crinkly texture to it, I guess, if that makes any sense. I assume this sort of like really kind of bouncy section with the kind of like slinky. Is that what you were like kind of taking from your cousin's Pantera worship band? It's a pretty cool riff, I gotta say. It's very slinky and kind of grimy. Is that a keyboard in like the left ear? Come back to life. Okay, all right. Okay, very cool. So yeah, this part here is directly kind of taken from Happy Never After Part 1. It's the same chorus. Very, very cool. I wonder, so are you supposed to like kind of listen to these songs back to back? Is that kind of what we were thinking there, Cliff? Or is the whole album supposed to be, what would you say, kind of like continuous, I guess? Would it be? Yeah. I do like that throwback. All right, so yeah, okay, so Happy Never After Part 2. I think, I don't know, I think I like Part 1 a little bit better. Part 1's a little bit more groovy. Again, like kind of like that metalcore feel, like you were saying, Cliff. This one's pretty good. I do like that little like slinky riff, but some of the other stuff going on there, I feel like it kind of got like a little long in the tooth. Maybe could have been cut down a little bit. But if this is supposed to be like part 1 and 2, then maybe I'll cut a little bit of slack. I do like the little bit of flies, a little bit of keys in the left ear. I think that's very cool. Cliff also says, I'm also doing backup vocals, I assume, for the Rise part of the main chorus. Yeah. Hi, Varvis. Your name sounds kind of Targaryen. Bro, that's my last name. My last name is Varvis. I'll take the Targaryen, I guess. I just need to like go to the... get my hair lightened like 2 more shades from my natural hair color here, and it'd be more Targaryen, that's for sure. Okay, yeah, decent track though. I want to hear more melody. I want more melody. That's what I want. Again, Zach's vocals, like you said, somebody said a little bit earlier, he rides that real fine line in like his high registers, right there. I'm being like almost too goblin-y, but rides that fine line where it's definitely still enjoyable. Got to give him that. Okay, so Happy Never After Part 2. So it's 8 out of 10. I'm going to give it, I have to give that 7 out of 10. I'm going to give that one 7 out of 10 because I didn't like it as much as Part 1, so I can't give it the same. Right? That makes sense to you guys, right? I look like a Lannister, though. Okay. 1's in the chat, Targaryen. 2's in the chat for Lannister. Just imagine me with like white hair, I guess. Okay, well, okay, boys, let's move on. So now, next song we got up is Dead-Eyed Lover. And I do actually remember Cliff, I think this is the first song you sent us to listen to, Cliff. Maybe that was almost a year ago now. I can't remember. Or I think it was during the winter. Anyways, let's hear what our boy has to say about this song. Dead-Eyed Lover is arguably the fastest song in the album, written at 169, nice, BPM. But drums-wise is double that speed. Oh my God, what a beast. Bryce Butler, who played the drums in the album, said this is the most difficult to perform, and I have the pair of drumsticks he broke while recording it. That's a nice memento. By the way, if anybody is in the New York area and you're a great drummer, hit these guys up. They're looking for a drummer. No Coors tonight? What do you mean tonight, bro? I don't drink, man. I don't drink that fermented wheat slop. All right, let's go. We got Dead-Eyed Lover. That's a cool riff. Okay, that riff is sick. That's a fucking really sick ass riff. A labyrinth of lost souls. Nice chorus.
I'm gonna get off. I'm cranking your knob
Oh,
just a little beyond the breaking point.
Oh my God.
Boy became a member of the Based Ones.
4 months in a row. Holy shit. That's Skater Boy, my Colombian friend. Thank you very much, bro. Hey, really appreciate it. By the way, that chorus was sick. I like how it reused that riff from the intro. Very, very cool. Adds like a little bit of familiarity that you already kind of heard and then layers it off with some more vocals. Very, very cool. Very cool. Oh shit, sorry boys, I didn't have that lyrics up, my bad. I like the halftime drums here. So now we're getting that other intro riff again, used again. Nice. Oh, cool. They kind of had that same effect on his voice that Morbid Angel uses a few times. Like I guess it's sort of like the Where the Slime Lives kind of like really nasty kind of vocal effect. Whatever the hell effect they use there. I like how you're doing that. I wish more bands would kind of do that. Wonder how well these lyrics translate the... Oh, you guys are talking about some Finnish stuff. Okay, never mind. I can't read that in Finnish. Almost certainly. Okay, so yeah, that was Dead-Eyed Lover. I gotta say, I think the first half of that song was a lot better than the last bit. I don't think I had the chart back when you sent that in before, so I'd like to hear that again. Or so I wish I knew what I rated it before. But yeah, I definitely really like the one with the bum 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 bum. I was really sort of hoping you would come back to that riff near the end there. But I don't know, the ending just kind of got into like a little bit of a, I don't know, it just got like a little bit too heavy, a little bit too dissonant. I wanted you to really bring that riff back, maybe even like a slower time. But I could definitely see that is definitely like the fastest song in the track. And it sounded like a killer workout for the drummer. Not my favorite track here, although there were like really cool riffs. I did like that kind of doodle kind of riff at the beginning. Very cool.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Dat SK8 Terboy sent 2.57 The Power of the Pudu. Barcelet Sunny. A friend show me this one of the most prog and avant-garde stuff I heard lately.
Prog and avant-garde, two of the words that I don't like the most. I'm excited to hear it though. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. That was one of the best tracks so far in my opinion. It's pretty good. I think I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I really like that one riff. I probably even learned that riff honestly on my own. Pretty sick. Yeah, 7 out of 10. The ending just kind of left a little bit to be desired for me, I guess. I wanted to hear that sort of melody brought back. Okay, boys, let's move on. We got the next track, Insidious. Before we listen to it here, let me read what our boy had to say about this song. Okay, Song 5, Insidious, is an unreleased single from the album. So I definitely have not heard this song before. It comes out Mischief Night, aka the night before Halloween, and was the first song I wrote once Dan and I started writing together. So that's the other guitarist, Dan. All right, cool. I'm excited to hear this. So yeah, brand new song that I've never ever heard before. Nice deep gutturals for this song by Zach. Nice, great vocals so far. That part back there, like a couple seconds ago, was pretty sick with like the real chugging here. Let me rewind. I want to hear that again. Yeah, this right here. Sick. I want to hear more of that. That was cool. All right, that was cool. So yeah, I guess that was the chorus there, right, where he yells, "Yes!" at the end there. And I really liked how the second time you got back to that section, right? The first time you just played like the one, 4 measures, and the next time you played the 4 measures, and then you added to the chorus, so the new set of lyrics there too. Very, very cool. Very, very underappreciated songwriting technique, right? It sort of gives you like a taste of the chorus and takes it back, and then when you come back later, it gives you like a little bit more, and then you kind of really, lean into the chorus a little bit more. Yeah, cool stuff there for sure. Ooh, nice solo. Okay, yeah, very, very cool. I like the solo here too. I liked how the solo riff was like completely different from everything else that we heard so far in this song. Really makes that solo stand out. I like that. Okay, so that was Insidious. I think that was kind of easily my favorite track so far. Insidious. Yeah, really, really nice chorus there. I liked how you came back at the end. I liked that really nice change in both like feel, but also in dynamics with the solo section there. Because oftentimes, a lot of this album, you got a lot of stuff going on all the times, like double bass, snares, like chugging guitars. And I really liked how the solo was given a lot of space to breathe and to really activate it in the song. Cool little catchy chorus. Like you even heard me. I never heard the song before, singing along. Yes. Gotta like that. That was that's pretty cool. Yeah. Really, really great track, this one, actually. I like this one quite a bit. I'm gonna give this one 9 out of 10. That was a banger. Big time banger. But yeah, great track. That was a banger. Okay, let's keep moving on here. So song 6, Happy Never After Part 3, is intended as a bit of intermission to the album. It represents the antagonist of the story. This is a concept record, he put in brackets there. Recreating a ritual to resurrect the dead, performed in Happy Never After Parts 1 and 2, and is a turning point in the album. So yeah, if you go watch the video for Happy Never After Part 1, it is conducting a little ritual there. All right, so let's listen to that. I'm liking little subtle additions to the keys, honestly. I think it's very cool, very tasteful. I should have said this earlier, but I really like how you hard pan the guitars right and left. Very, very cool. You don't often hear that. And how I'm not sure if you're quad track these guitars. It sounds like maybe you did. Yeah, I like how you have the guitars like hard panned and they're playing different harmonies. Very, very cool. That's what I wanted. Nice jacket, by the way. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I gotta wear it down here because my furnace is broken and it's cold as hell here today. That's the same chorus melody from Happy Never After Part 1, right? Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, 100% that's Happy Never After Part 1. I guess Part 2 chorus as well. All right, cool. Yeah, again, I don't write interludes because like what is there to say, but I thought that was really cool how, again, like you brought back. I'm not sure, maybe the other melodies were also throwbacks or maybe foreshadowing, but yeah, I really liked how you kind of had the Happy Never After Part 1 and 2 kind of chorus melody and chords kind of put in there. Very, very cool. Very, very, I guess you'd say daunting atmosphere. Like it feels very dramatic and I don't want to say like dismal, but very sort of like impending doom sounding, I guess. Yeah. Cool stuff. All right. Sorry, I joined late. When is this album dropping? This album is dropping on Halloween, my man. Make sure you go like the channel, go subscribe to the channel Doomsday Manifesto when this comes out so you don't miss it. Hit that bell too. Hit that bell. All right, so let's move on. So now we got the title track of the album, The Necro Crisis. And this is what our boy had to say about this. Song 7, The Necro Crisis, is obviously the title track. It has a prolonged intro with samples from multiple dystopian future movies such as The Purge, Dawn of the Dead, and Resident Evil. It's the beginning of the end story-wise and begins as an evolution of other songs as I start with a blackened melodic death metal style and gradually leaning more and more into brutal death metal as the song continues, or the songs continue. I don't know if he meant song or songs, but interesting. Okay, so there you go, boys. For all you black metal fans, you're going to get a little bit of taste of that on this song, and then we're going to be moving into a little bit more of, some brutal death metal territory. Okay, I'm excited. Let's go. So yeah, here, Necro Crisis. I get lyrics, remember, just above my head here. Okay, let's go. That's the Purge. That's the Purge alarm, isn't it? Okay. Okay, first of all, I gotta say Zach has a great sort of like black metal kind of higher vocal there too, and I really kind of like the way he wasn't exactly on beat when the sort of like the blast beats came in, the riff started. Very, very cool. It sort of gave me a little like real old school death metal style there when the vocalists were sort of I don't want to say like they're off beat, so to speak, because they're not. They're just sort of looser feel with it. Very, very cool. I like how we're getting a little bit like synths used more as a main part of the song here. Very cool. Very, very cool. A little bit of tribute there. Cannibal Corpses and Lich King and the Dawn of the Dead. I see you, Cliff. I see you, Cliff, adding a little bit of these references in the lyrics here. Very cool. Very cool. Did I mention to say this riff is fucking sick, by the way? Okay, I'm going to have to rewind and restart the chorus here, but guys, listen to that little lead he's playing under the chorus here. Very, very cool. I think he just added it. I don't remember us hearing it the first time. Sorry, I'm going to rewind it. I heard a little chromatics at the end here. I assume now we're getting to the brutal death metal. I gotta say, a lot of those riffs there, absolutely sick. The Sound of Music vibes. Bro, are you saying that the Sound of Music is a bad thing? Sound of Music vibes is a bad thing, bro? Dude, come on. The Sound of Music, in my opinion, bro, is like one of the high watermarks of 20th century culture. That's such a beautiful movie. Insanely great soundtrack. Easily one of my favorite movies of all time. Sorry. Yeah, totally though. You're 100% right. Danish Uncle Sam, it does. It's such a great riff, man. Yeah, pretty big banger. I love that that main sort of riff that kind of repeats. I will say though, I do think you kind of Iron Maiden the chorus near the end there. Played it maybe like 2 times, maybe too much. Or maybe it would have been cool if you had just like the instrumentals and maybe held like big open chords while like all the synths and stuff are going on. I don't know, it just felt like the chorus at the end just kind of got too samey, and I heard it one too many times. But then you brought it right back to that killer riff. Yeah, love all the layers in that song. That song really felt like it deserved to be the title track, just how like epic and sort of like grand it felt. Really felt like we were witnessing something, like if I'm trying to imagine myself in the story, like I'm witnessing something very, I don't want to say like special because that's not the word for it, but very important, or you know what I mean? Like a turning point in the world, which I guess is what you said, like this is like a turning point in the album. Yeah, banger though. I really love that main riff. That's a excellent riff. I'm going to give that song an 8 out of 10. Budafuka says definitely my favorite so far. Oh, Hey, you're winning the people over here, bro. Okay. So let's move on here, guys. So now we got track 8. That is Recalibration. So let me read what our boy has to say about this one here. Song 8. Recalibration is the first of 3 songs Dan brought in. So he's the other guitarist. You'll see when we get to the other, I think, music video later on here, you'll be able to see all the members a little bit better. It's the Recalibration is the first of 3 songs Dan brought in when we initially started working together. It's the most fun to play for me personally, and includes a chorus I wrote originally as an exercise for developing some baseline sweep picking technique. Oh, okay. I'm interested in hearing this, guys. Very interested. But how many songs we got left? Okay, no, yeah, okay. I just gotta go to the washroom. Had like 3 energy drinks this morning. You know what it is. I'll be right back here, boys. Give me like 2 minutes. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're back. United Chair Stream. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. Hold on, boys. Hold on. Are we out of focus? Yeah, we are. Oh my god, the camera. Well, that's what happens. My dumbass basically just walked and hit the cable. That's what happened there. Whoopsie. I don't know why it doesn't keep my settings too. That's annoying as hell. Okay, we're back. My apologies, boys. Okay, let's get into it here. We got the Recalibration here. Denied the chair stream and the focus here. Yeah. That's what I get for going to the washroom. Nice. This is nice. All right. Holy shit. Nasty fucking riff there. God damn.
Step forward, revisit the occasion to make decision. None that door, die trying. This is a new world we live in. Cognitive recalibration. Step right up and feast your eyes. In the beast across the
Okay, I hear your little sweep picking exercise in the background. That's cool. Dead or alive? Now choose a side. You can tell Danny writes some excellent riffs, bro. The undead will never persevere. I kind of like how you're using, like what you said in the little message there, like your sweep picking exercise there that you developed as not like a main hook of the chorus, like maybe some other bands would, but as sort of like this weird, like you'd almost think that was like a keyboard part, the way it's sort of like layered in the background. Very, very, very cool. I like that. Another extra like little layer to the chorus there. All right, so that was recalibration. I think again, maybe a little bit too much chorus at the end there. And why did we not get this riff again? Where was it? Like one of these riffs here was just fucking amazing. Yeah, this here, I wanted this riff again, bro. Yeah, that's a nasty riff. I wanted that again. Maybe we could have used that at the end. I don't know. This song just kind of felt like a lot. I don't know. The song kind of didn't really pull me in. There wasn't very many hooks. Like Insidious was crazy good. I don't know. Yeah, just kind of missed some. Not too many hooks here. There was a couple good riffs, but I felt like it was just sort of very sort of like one level the whole time. Like it never went up or like down a level, I guess, in dynamics, I would say. And that's kind of what I really wanted. But I guess now we're moving, as you said, like more and more into like brutal death metal territory. So kind of makes sense why I don't like it as much, I guess. That song was just okay. I'm going to give that one a 6 out of 10. Good mix. It is a good mix. Yeah, totally. Definitely really, really good mix. Okay, so let's keep moving on here, boys. Song 9, Throne of Bones. This is the most progressive death metal song on the album. It includes a riff in 7/8. The verses are in 8/8. aka 4/4. The chorus is counted in 16/8 or 8/4 due to the quintet grouping of alternate pick notes on the low A string. We either tune to drop A, like in this song, or A standard on 7 strings. The choruses end with a single measure of 6/8 before returning to 7/8 for my favorite riff in the song. It was written after listening to Entheos's second full-length album, Dark Future, for the first time back in 2017. Okay, so we're getting a little bit more prog, a little bit of like time signature kind of messing around here before we get in this song. I'm excited to hear this. Bro. Okay, boys, let's get into it here. All right, pretty cool intro. Okay. Damn, that's high screeching vocals there. Damn. That was like some Angel Maker tier highs there. I do feel that 8/4 timing here. I kind of really like the verses here have a very like marching feel. And I guess, is that due, what did you said? I think the verses are in 7/4. Crazy vocals in this song. This might be Zach's best vocal performance on the album so far. I love that drum solo. Now that 808 bass drop, bro. Is that the same intro lead from before, just played trem pick? That's cool. Okay, I liked that, that I guess you call that the bridge, right, from the drum solo there. Right upon this part, I think you had, what was that, like the intro lead you were playing earlier, but it was trem picked instead. Very, very cool over top of that. That was a very nice way to throw back to an earlier melody, but reuse it in a new way. Very, very cool. I also really like how on the right speaker, one of the guitars playing that big minor chord, and the other one's playing just like the power chord, like a lower power chord. Very, very cool sound. Kind of, yeah. Kind of gives like a little bit like, yeah, black metal feel, but like still heavy and death. Yeah, very, very cool so far. Is that slap bass too? I think it is slap bass. Bow. Bow. All right. Okay, well, that was Throne of Bones. A lot of really cool parts in there. Like I mentioned, like during the listening part, I like how they reused that intro lead again. Cool time signature changes as well. That song felt very, I don't know. I think if you wouldn't have told me about the time signature changes, I might not have noticed them. I might have maybe noticed I was in like 8 time, but not really noticed the time signature changes. And that's like the best part, right? If you don't realize there's a time signature change, you just sort of feel it. It doesn't really recognize or register in your brain right away. That's how you know the time signature was done well. Chorus was pretty good. I don't know. I felt like at the end there, I wanted some like another level I wanted to get brought to again, but it just didn't really get there. That riff after the chorus is pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of just sick riffs, man. I like how you're bringing in leads and motifs from earlier in the song back again. I always thought that's really cool. Probably Zach's best vocal performance. Those high vocals at the beginning were pretty crazy, like Angel Maker tier highs. Bro's killing it, right? Yeah, Throne of Bones, not bad. Not a bad track. I'm going to give that one a 7 out of 10. Sometimes when you have people tell you your song's proggy, it might be like a little bit obtuse and kind of like forced, but that one didn't really feel forced at all. All right, so now we're on to song 10 here, boys. So that's Retribution. Sorry, I got goddamn, my hair is getting in my nose. Song 10, Retribution, is the second of the songs Dan brought to the table, which Dan's their other guitarist. To the table, we met back in January 2023. The song is only arranged slightly differently than when we showed it to me, and I wrote harmonies for some of the riffs. Other than that, instrumentally, this is most purely Bear Pig, which is Dan's name, is a pseudonym there. Dan Pig song in the album, and it hurts to play. Okay, all right, excellent. Let's hear this. All right, let's go. We got in here, boys. Song 10.
Still no explanation for this wave of unexplained killings that are sweeping across this city.
I like that line. Insidious court with a carcass militia. Carcass militia. That's a cool line. Ooh, I like that chuggy riff a lot. So we brandish ballista. So it kind of looks like at this point in the story, it seems like the Necro Crisis is in full force, I guess, right? And now people are like, hey, like you fucked up, like your ritual went awry, I guess. Definitely getting a lot more brutal death metal here for sure. Raccoon City, nice throwback there. Resident Evil. That's a hard fucking line right there. I'm afraid your life has run its course. That's hard. That was cool. That was a cool little transition. Yeah, okay, this song is pretty cool too. I really liked that one breakdown in the middle. I feel like you could have really laid that into it. And I feel like this song didn't really need to have the chorus sung again in like the same way. I feel like this is sort of like a common thing I'm saying in these songs is that the last chorus of the song doesn't really offer anything new, I guess, right? It's just sort of like the chorus played again. Again, your life has run its course. That's a fucking hard ass line. But yeah, not bad. I think I'm gonna give that one a 7 out of 10 too. I'm really starting to miss the mellow death at the beginning. Julia says, or Finnish Uncle Sam says, the duality of the vocals is really nice, like a conversation between the undead and the men. Yeah, that is very cool. His highs and lows are very, very, very distinct, and I don't really think I've heard him do mids. So yeah, it is kind of a cool dichotomy there. Julia says, I lost my jewel. Hope you lost it forever. Breathe air! Stop vaping, bro. Stop being a vapist. But okay, let's move on. We got the next song up. Okay, so song 11. Retrospection is the third and final of the songs Dan, the other guitarist, originally brought forward that made the album. This one had a larger hand in and was a song that my GF sound. Sorry, guys. You guys know I can't read. This one I had a larger hand in and was the song that my girlfriend said sounded like zombies that led me to make this concept album. Oh, very cool. So this is sort of like inspiration. Yo, what's up, my Basque friend? Hey, how you doing? Thank you for sending in super chat. That right in the queue, my man. Thank you very much. Oh, just like said that. Now we got a song over 6 minutes long. First one. Those synths are kind of cool. Goddamn, my left hand hurts from just listening to this. Dun 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 dun. I can't, like, holy shit. This is how you lose your All right, okay. Okay, I want a real nice, crazy slamming breakdown here. I know I kind of like, you know, I've yawned on and on about breakdowns, but I feel like this album has gone long enough without giving us like a real powerful, heavy, nice breakdown here. So this is what I really want to see come up in the song. I feel like that would really, really hit right now. All right, well, close enough. Damn, solid ass solo. Not often you hear like an organ being kind of used. Yeah, that bridge section was kind of cool. This song for me is getting a little bit long in the tooth, though. I don't know. Damn, that was an epic long track, man. Like my wrists hurt from listening to that song. All right, so yeah, I love all the alien noises that are being like put in here. It's such a unique touch and something you never hear in death metal, and it's a lot different than something like the more symphonic elements or like the normal kind of synths you hear. It's almost sort of like, I don't know, yeah, like the alien like Therion sounds. Very, very cool, nice little touch. I feel like this song would have had just as much impact, maybe even more, if it was like half as long, right? Just a nice, like crazy banger. But I feel like, yeah, you really, maybe you wanted to like really like lay into the song. But for me, yeah, you probably could have gotten across the same point in like 3 minutes here. But, you know, I'm also just a much bigger fan of like the more melodious stuff from earlier. But yeah, pretty good track though. I think I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10 too. I feel like no, I think I liked Retribution. No, I actually gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. I did like how I liked the more special effects you put on this one. I feel like that was a really nice touch. It's very, very unique, and it's something that would make me kind of come back to this though. And it was pretty heavy too, which I like. All right, boys, but now we have arrived at the last full song of the album, Plagued by Memories. And this is what our boy Cliff had to say about this. Song 12, Plagued by Memories, is basically a death metal pop song. The most straightforward, brutal song. It came from a rhythm I was tapping on my steering wheel at work one night, and that became the chorus. The song is about the desire to give up in overwhelming situations. By Memories. So this one has a music video. This is the debut of the music video to today, and this music video was actually edited by your boy. Right here. So enjoy it here, boys. This song, I've heard this song a lot. This song's a bang. I quite liked it. All right, let's go, boys. Plagued by Memories. Yeah, that song fucking slaps, bro. This part would go so hard live, man. Wow, I like this a lot. Where'd the vocalist's long curls go? Buddy, he got a nice crisp haircut for this. It's a haircut you could set your watch to. Look at those. Look at that, high and tight, buddy. Nice. Such a simple and nasty riff there. Dude. The chorus of the song's so fucking good, man. This part's also sick. Again, I like how you get a nice change of dynamics when it comes back. It's like, yeah. This is such a fucking heavy breakdown, man. I love it. Yeah, banger. This song's a banger, bro. Yeah, Plagued by Memories. That song is a banger, and I think I'm a little bit biased because I've listened to that a lot recently while I was editing this music video, but I legitimately think this song bangs, right? Great riffs, really great choruses, and just fantastic, like, chugging, powerful riffs here. And like Cliff says, if you notice, each time the chorus repeats, there's another layer of vocals added. I think that's what's really, really cool about trying to like do a stream like this, where a guy, you know, you kind of get like the opinion and thoughts of what's going on in the artist too, right? Yeah, I like how we hear that. You add like a little bit of vocals. It's like a death metal pop song. Yeah, simple. Fucking banger. This song's great, man. I actually really, really quite enjoy this song. I can give this one a 10 out of 10, bro. Banger, banger. All right, okay, so listen to the outro, and then I'll give my final thoughts here, boys. So our boy Cliff says, Song 12 is an outro. It's meant to be uncomfortable and a little overwhelming. It's also an intro of sorts to our second record, which was written around the same time as the first one and is currently in pre-production. It's supposed to represent a state of sleep paralysis while one is lucid dreaming, kind of what I imagine it would be to be in a comatose state. Imagine getting sleep paralysis, bro. Couldn't be me. I get sleep paralysis quite often, but for some reason I like never see the Hat Man, and instead of just like lying there trapped like on my bed, to me it almost becomes more of like a game of will. Like I'm trying my hardest to like wake up, but I don't see like the Hat Man. Like it's almost like that scene in Kill Bill, you know, like wiggle your big toe. That's what it feels like every time I'm sleep paralysis, but I know it's definitely not the same for everybody. Anyways, let's listen to the end here, the last outro to the song. That was certainly an outro. Okay, boys, well, there we have it. That was Doomsday Manifesto and their upcoming album, Necro Crisis. If you stayed and listened to the whole album, make sure you go to his channel, give him a like, give him subscribe, get these guys some views, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And yeah, let's go. Okay, so my final thoughts on the album. It's a very, very cohesive sounding piece of music, and I like how it was explained how the album starts out more melodic and kind of gets more and more deranged and brutal right to the very end. So kind of gives you like, you know, here's some melody, and then they take it away and just get really, really brutal and slamming. I don't know. Yeah, really quite enjoyable. I really like how like girthy the guitar tone is. I would love to see you guys go full melodic death metal, but I know, you know, that's not people's favorite metal genre, right? I know I'm like the big mellow death guy. But yeah, lean more into that. Like, you guys write really great melodies, cool choruses. I love how you reuse the Happy Never After thing over and over and over again. Very, very cool. And yeah, as for final score for the album here, I'd say that's really, really quite a good debut. You guys have done a really great job, I think, putting out lots of content for the album as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to give this cool album artwork too. I don't have it on me, but it'll be cool when you guys see it. I think I'm going to give this album a 8 out of 10. Kind of right in that same sort of like, yeah, great vocals the whole time too. Cool riffs, good drumming. Yeah, 8 out of 10, man. I quite enjoyed it. Thank you very much for sending this in. You know, I really appreciate, you know, the support.